Hello, fellow gamers. Cryptic Panther here with another rant. And this time, it's directed at not Nintendo, surprisingly enough. Here we are, episode 6. Anyone that listens to the 4 Player Co-op podcast, I didn't go full rant on that, but I did kind of express my views on microtransactions, pay-to-win style, loot boxes, which this doesn't really group into the loot box argument and the gambling argument that we had on the podcast. You should check it out. The link is in the description to the channel, not to that particular video, because we have great podcasts. You should listen to them. Little shameless plug. But yeah, so this is shitting on 2K18. There's an article in Kotaku. I know there's been a few other posts on Reddit regarding this. And I don't play the NBA games. I think was it 2K16 or something was given away free in PlayStation Plus. I played it. I'm not a big fan of basketball. I never really was. I couldn't probably name 10 basketball players currently. Probably couldn't name 5 current basketball players. So the game itself doesn't interest me. But the fact I do know it is a popular game. It is very popular. It's big on YouTube. It's big with a lot of big YouTubers. Buddy of mine does play it. Good old Uber, he does play it, and I know there's a lot of kids play it. Like a lot of kids play it because of YouTubers and because it's a long running franchise, and 2K apparently is supposed to be one of the better basketball games. So right off the bat, it's a popular series. So the thing that pisses me off is the fact that it's riddled with microtransactions, and people say, well, every game's got them now. Well, here's the thing. The single player aspect of the game is just fucking riddled with it. Well, unless you think the single players, the currency is used throughout the game. I mean, this is not new. It started back in 2K13, apparently, according to the article. But the virtual currency, you start off with 6,000. We'll call it dollars. We'll call it 6,000 virtual dollars. And it says, the following the article says, it seems generous, to have all that currency. But the currency is used to upgrade your player and to customize your player. So in other words, to give them better stats and to, give them haircuts or whatever else you need to do make your character look fancy. But the thing is, he spent the entirety of his $6,000 to bump up his overall rating. So he was trying to make his player better, like give him better stats. And this is single player, so it's technically, it's kind of the thing in the game, where you have points to give your character. That's not new. But the fact is you can buy those points is somewhat new, to me anyways, because I don't play the 2K games. But here it is. He says he went from an overall rating of 60 to a 62. Holy fuck. He used all of the free virtual currency they give him, the $6,000 in virtual currency, and he went up 2 points. From a 60 to a 62. That's fucking ridiculous. So he says you can earn another game without spending money, and you don't have to spend money. Like he states that in the article, you do not have to spend money. And the way that you earn the money is by playing games. So, anyways, he said he played the game with his modest skill because he's only a 62, and netted him 500 virtual currency. I'm just gonna say VC, I guess, because I'm saying dollars, it sounds weird. Once I'd occurred another 1,000, I tried to upgrade his character again. Fooling around with different stats, I realized he wouldn't be able to do anything until he reached 4,000 VC. So playing a game, because he's a low-rated player, and I don't know how skilled, I don't know if the currency is based on skill and how well he does in the game. I'm not sure how that currency's occurred. Maybe a better player could earn money faster. But still, this guy's reviewing the game, so hopefully he's halfway decent at it. Maybe he's a long-lived player. Maybe he's really good, and that's typical 500 VC per game. So his overall rating, he couldn't really do anything until he got 4,000. Then on top of that, if you want to customize your character, virtual currency even more precious. In particular, if you want to change your character's hair, you have to purchase a haircut before you can see it on yourself. So you can't even preview the haircuts. In other words, you want to give your guys a cool hairdo, you put it on, it looks stupid. Well, you spent your money. You can't preview it. That's fucking bullshit. Pretty much every game I know that has that type of you got to spend even if just earned in-game currency, not even paid for currency. You can preview the item what it looks like. So that's a fucking knock on them too. So a particular haircut was 1,500 credits or VC. I keep calling it different things. I'll get it sorted out before this video's over, maybe. So right off the bat, you get 6,000. You spend all that, you go up 2 whole ratings. You have to play at least 2 or 3 games to get 1,000 credits back. That doesn't even pay for a fucking haircut. So this is a single player experience. So the fact that they're putting in this harsh of a current economic system in a single player basketball game is fucking ridiculous. So basically they're saying our game sucks, spend more money. So on top of the $60 US or $80 Canadian that you have to pay for the game, that's just the base game. I don't know if there's like a season pass or a gold edition. I don't know, don't really give a fuck. But the fact is that they go ahead and just say, oh, well, here you go. You have to spend actual real money to bother making your career player any fucking good to play in single player. I mean, in multiplayer, online play, I think this has a like a fantasy league where you can purchase players. I don't know how their pack system works or their card system works or player system works, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the single player experience has fucking horrible microtransaction or an economic model because of the amount of money that you have to cost of simple items like a haircut. I mean, GTA is fucking bad for that, but I mean, you can earn money pretty fast in GTA if you want to, if you have a bunch of buddies doing missions. But to play like 4 games, if it's 500 credits a game, so to even get a modest upgrade to your character, you got to play 10 games. You got to play 3 games to afford a haircut. So you can buy $75,000 of credits for $20. So I mean, realistically, 75,000 credits seems for $20. To some people isn't a lot of money, but to a lot of people that's a lot of money. So okay, we're going to use the US dollar. So it's $60. So it's $80 to have 75,000 credits on top of the game, not $80 for the credits, but an extra $20. You're up to $80 already. So we'll switch that to Canadian currency. So that's 80. Then you're going to do $100 for a base game. And I don't even know how much money it takes to get your character everything. So it's just ridiculous that this microtransaction mentality is becoming so prevalent in games. I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, and it fucking sickens me that it's becoming the norm to the point where it's almost acceptable now. I mean, these fucking like CEOs of these companies and the developers and the publishers, they not sit back and see the fucking negative reviews and the shit they're being, that gets said about them, and the complaints from fans, and even from me. I'm not even a fan. I'm a gamer, and this in the gaming world, this sickens me. Like, microtransactions are fine when it comes to buying cosmetic items, not pay to win, but a single player game shouldn't rely on you spending more money to enjoy the single player experience. Maybe some people don't have a problem with it, but I know I do, and I know a lot of other people do. I'm not the only person to complain about this, considering the Kotaku article and the comments on Reddit. I mean, it blows me away that it's come to this, that they not making enough money off their sales. And I mean, yes, okay, I know, like in the comments on Reddit, they're saying this isn't new, yada yada. But the thing is, the fact that the game wouldn't be enjoyable to most people without spending a lot of money. Because, I mean, I know myself, when it comes to my gaming time, for the games I play, I don't necessarily want to have to spend 4 or 5 hours playing one game to upgrade a little tiny bit. That's not enjoyable to me, and probably not enjoyable to most. I mean, people that don't have jobs, or don't have a demanding job, don't have kids, don't have, a personal life or an outside the house life or a fucking life at all, they can sit down and maybe that's their passion, is just to play NBA games on their console or PC or whatever for hours on end every day of the week, and that's not a problem to them. But for everybody else, how long would it take an average person that has, we'll say, an average game time of a couple hours I'll be generous. We'll say 2 hours a day. That's overly generous. 2 hours a day. How long would it take them to build up their career character to be, anywhere at all competitive? Then, on top of that, if you want to, personalize them a little bit for yourself, it costs you more money on top of that. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I know I'm kind of being overly negative, and I don't play the game, and maybe someone's going to be like, oh, you don't play the game, you don't understand how easy it is to make the in-game currency. Well, if it's that easy, then tell me in the comments, because I'd like to know. This article, and I mean, I'm basing off this, not just this article alone. I'm just taking some of the information from this article, because it's been noted in another video that I've seen. It's been noted in another article I've seen. It's been listed in comments on Reddit. So I know this information is not just in this one article. I know it's not just one person's opinion. But I'm telling you, like this mentality that game publishers or developers, I don't know who's behind this, can outrightly just say, here's your full game, $60. Oh, well, you want to really enjoy the single player? Why don't you give us more money? It's a fucking sickening trend. And I mean, Shadow of War. I made a comment on the podcast. I fucking canceled my pre-order. I played Shadow of Mordor finally. I loved it. That was great fun. And I was looking forward to Shadow of War. But after the fucking loot box scandal, I shouldn't say a scandal, after the loot box bullshit they pulled, single player game requiring to pay for fucking, I can't even speak, I'm getting pissed off, to pay for fucking loot boxes. And loot boxes aren't even a guaranteed return. At least, I guess, in 2K, at least when you pay your money, you're getting in-game currency to buy certain things, so I guess you can convert your money. I know with Shadow of War, you could spend real money on a loot box and get fucking shit. Or you can spend in-game currency and get shit, or get something amazing. That's the whole thing with that, and that kind of sickened me. And then they turn around and added multiplayer out of the blue. So it becomes almost a pay-to-win, in the sense where buy loot boxes to hopefully win mentality. I mean, I guess in the worst case, I says to the NBA 2K18, I guess right off the bat you can say, well, at least you know what you get when you spend your money. That you do. You get 75,000 credits for $20. So how long would it take you to earn 75,000 credits in game? Like I said, some people don't have time to grind. And I mean, I know like these career games or career character games, from my experience and from watching other videos, not particularly these for 2K18, but for other games, you have to kind of build up your character, and you got to play and persevere through the game to earn money, credits, or whatever it is to upgrade stuff. That's fine. That makes perfect sense. But the little bit that you earn for the amount of money that you got to spend is to me, it seems wrong for a single player game. Seems wrong. And I think that the backlash, that microtransactions and loot boxes and this pay-to-win model and stuff, they're getting a lot of negative flack this year. I'm hoping the developers that are currently using the system find a way to improve it. I know microtransactions are never going to leave. I know it's going to be here to stay. The same as like DLC and season passes were kind of a thing for the last 10 fucking years. I know it's never going to go away, but there's got to be a middle ground, the way to improve it. And I'm hoping the developers and stuff that are currently not using this business model see the negative impact from the community and don't start implementing. I mean, if fucking Naughty Dog comes out and puts fucking microtransactions in this game, I'll fucking lose my shit. In the single player game. I know I think you can. I don't know if you can buy stuff for their online, but I don't play their online. But I'm talking the single player game experience. Don't fucking put microtransactions in your single player games. Fuck. So I'm gonna end it right there. As always, thanks for listening. Feel free to comment. Feel free to make a suggestion. Feel free to tell me to fuck off. I don't care. Hit that like button, Hit that. Nah, I'm fucking kidding. If you don't like it, don't like it. If you like it, like it. I don't care. It'll make a difference to me. I'm not going to be one of those people begging for likes. See you next time.